And we appreciate our content partners over at Fox Weather. This is a very deadly and compelling situation. I actually want to show you all another live look at our XRAD system so you can see Beryl. Again, at least one death has been reported as the storm continues to, gain momentum right now at a Category 5. Looking at the live feeds right now, I see that a news briefing just started with Grenada's Prime Minister on Hurricane Beryl. Let's listen in.
Meets at 3:30 this afternoon. We will provide a further update. We anticipate by then that all restrictions, obviously, on the movement of people are likely to be lifted so that we can go ahead with the planned response. But for now, we still want to urge our citizens to exercise caution, to exercise care, particularly in areas where there is damage or destruction. RENLEC will continue to work assiduously to restore power in areas where it can do so safely. Of course, where there are damaged homes or compromised homes, power will not be restored until it is clear to do so. NOASA is conducting its post-assessment this morning. We anticipate that we will hear from them by mid-morning as to the restoration of water in areas where it can do so. Telecommunications should be improving throughout the day. Both providers had challenges in the immediate aftermath of the passage of the eye of Hurricane Beryl. We expect that we should be able to communicate better. In the case of Carriacou, communication still remains down and it is still a challenge. So this is the update at this stage. I will have a 10 a.m. call with my colleague heads of government from Carriacou to provide them with an update, and as well also to plan the regional response through SIDEMA and NADMA. After that meeting, I will brief the cabinet. And after the cabinet meeting this afternoon, we will provide a further update to the public. Government ministers, members of parliament are going to spend this morning in their respective constituencies providing support and leadership to the recovery and relief efforts, working through the district coordinators and deputy coordinators and the volunteers in their communities and constituencies. We are going to be asking for a rapid assessment of the damage and destruction done so that could help inform our discussions at 3:30 p.m. this afternoon. Just to summarize, though, our main priority is Carriacou and PT Martinique. The immediate need for assistance will be ensuring that we can get large craft that can treat with the conditions of the sea so that we can get to Carriacou to be able to provide some relief, as well as seeking assistance from our regional neighbors for helicopters that can get into different parts of the island in light of the internal challenges with movement. I want to point out that we have been in communication with the owners of the Osprey lines and the various vessels. These vessels were moved to Trinidad and Tobago for safety because of the impending storm. We spoke late last night. They are mobilized and these vessels are being stocked with relief supplies. And as soon as that is completed, they too will be coming to Carriacou to provide much needed support. So if we have anyone who owns large craft and are prepared to support and have the craft used for relief efforts, we will ask you to gather either at Yacht Club or the Port Louis Marina so that we can provide the necessary relief supplies to our brothers and sisters in Carriacou. We anticipate that in the immediate following 24 hours, our main priority would be to ensure that we can clear the roadways within Carriacou and PT Martinique so that we can have movement, and two, that we can provide temporary housing and shelter to persons in Carriacou and PT Martinique. SVG Air is on standby. Their craft was moved to Antigua for safekeeping. Once the Maurice Bishop International Airport gives the all clear that the runway in Carriacou is safe for use, their aircraft will also be available both for passenger and cargo use. But we obviously will not fly them into Lauriston Airport if when we get there we are unable to move the supplies to other parts of the island because of the challenges with the roadway. So that's the main thing that we are contending with. We need to ensure that internally we can move within Carriacou and PT Martinique. We anticipate that by early afternoon we should have a further update on the status in Carriacou and PT Martinique. And when we do our post-cabinet briefing this afternoon, we will provide a further update to you. In the meantime, I wish to point out that for today, essential services workers are required to attend to work as put out by the notice. We are aware that some of the hardware stores have asked whether their workers are required to come to work as well. Because of the challenges in the north with ensuring that it is safe to move about and that the roadways are cleared, for today's purposes, we would say no, but certainly by tomorrow we'd expect all hardware stores to be open to be able to provide support and relief to persons who would need it. But we will continue to provide you with updates throughout the course of today. Thank you very much, and let us remain united, let us remain strong, and let us rally behind our brothers and sisters, particularly those impacted in the north of the island and those impacted in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. I should point out that Union Island in the Grenadines is also significantly impacted like Carriacou. I spoke late last night with Prime Minister Gonsalves, and we will also be looking to coordinate our response to help our brothers and sisters in the Grenadine Islands as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prime Minister. We do have some updates, not updates, but journalists online who may wish to ask questions at this time. And if you do so, please proceed. Mikey, you have a question? Mikey, you can proceed with your question. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, again for your updates. We were reminded that we are still in a state of emergency and only essential workers are out at this time. I know I've seen some people doing some work on the road. If you wish, you can do so. There's no problem. There's no harm in cleaning up your yard and probably helping your neighbors to do so as well. We did put out a notice for some volunteers this morning to load the boats, and we have some essential services, not essential services, but we have some relief supplies that if you wish to contribute, you can do so as well. We are here at the NADMA headquarters, so this might be a good place, a good drop-off point. Sanitary products are needed at this time, adult diapers, bottled water, if you have extra, that is, and non-perishables like canned foods. So we await media. Kalistra, do you have a question?
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead, Rena.
Hi, so good morning to everyone again. I'm happy that we're all safe and alive. And condolences to those who would have lost their loved ones in Carriacou and in Grenada. My question is relating to Princess Royal Hospital. What's the situation with there and the patients as well as the elderly homes? Any idea as to what is happening with these individuals?
The report we have from Minister Andrew is that the hospital is significantly damaged as well. As I indicated to you this morning, the conversation was very brief and by satellite phone. And because of his own inability to travel throughout Carriacou and Petit Martinique, the information, in a sense, is all tentative. But he has indicated that the hospital is damaged. I can't give you an update as to the actual state of the patients.
The northern side of Grenada, what is happening as it relates to relief to them? Has officials from NADMA already on the foot going to that area? And other parts of the islands that, well, the east, southeast, and other part of the island that are significantly damaged.
Right, as I indicated in my update, the district coordinators and the deputy coordinators and the volunteers are all in the shelters and working with providing support there. The chief technical officer from the Ministry of Infrastructure and his team, including road officers, are out assessing the damage. And since yesterday, in some instances, the road clearance had already commenced. So that assessment by the team at the Ministry of Infrastructure and the road officers will continue throughout this morning. And we expect that they will report in time for the cabinet meeting at 3:30 this afternoon. In addition, as I indicated, the instructions to our members of parliament and government ministers who represent the various constituencies in the north, west and east of the island is to stay within the constituencies to assist with the damage assessment and to ensure that support is provided to the NADMA volunteers so that we can get a rapid assessment of the state of the infrastructure as well as persons who are impacted by the hurricane.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Prime Minister.
If you're just now tuning in to Live Now from Fox, good morning to you. We are taking a live look out there in Grenada as the Prime Minister, also the media representative, they are live right now giving an update on Hurricane Beryl. We've seen this storm become deadly, at least one death reported there in that region. Their press conference, they did wrap up with their official notices to the public, but right now answering some reporter questions. But we are going to dip out because some of those reporter questions are kind of redundant to what the Prime Minister has already addressed in that briefing. And as we continue to discuss Hurricane Beryl, I want to bring this shot full, giving you a live look now at 8:23 on the East Coast. We're going to go ahead and go to our first 2-minute commercial break of this 8 o'clock hour. And when we come back, continuing with your breaking news headlines, top stories, and live events of your Tuesday morning.